Welcome in, everyone, and happy. I think it's going to air on Sunday. Jeremy, do you mind that I'm eating orange slice candy while doing the intro?
You would, whatever.
I mean, if you care, you can do the intro. All right, everyone, welcome in. I had to eat some candy. This is the preview for the sale. Oh, we forgot to welcome everyone in. I was worried about the orange slices. Darn it. Welcome everyone into Bully Run Coffee, and thank you so much for joining us today. I think this is going to air on Sunday. Would it be the 23rd, Jeremy? I think so.
Yeah, I believe
Sunday the 23rd. I think this is going to air for our sale, our fantastic, wonderful, highly entertaining sale. I'm going to choke on this candy. The sale is Tuesday, March 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a claim style sale. It is a buy it now with fixed prices. This is a very partial preview as well. And welcome to Bully Run Coffee and a great big thank you. Now, to register, I didn't get that paper off my desk. Oh, can I have that paper over there, Jeremy, the white one? There you go. Thanks for helping today. Yep. Oh, and why this is out on the desk is I always tell people, go to past sales because sometimes we'll pass on some items. And this was a pass back in, I think it was November. Yes. And a very smart viewer saw that this was a pass. And she reached out. And in my show stock, I've often told you, what doesn't sell on Bully Run has a tendency to go to local shows and national shows that we do in person. This was slated to go to a show in, guess what, April. And this intelligent, brilliant viewer and friend of the channel said, Jeremy, do you still have that ring? And so he called me and he said, do we still have the turquoise and gold and diamond basket weave ring? And I said, we most certainly do. So let that be a testament to the fact that this ring is now sold. And we did take a tiny little discount, not much. And when you look at the labor of gold the labor that went into this gold mounting to weave that together in solid 14 karat gold, look at those diamonds at the corners, both yellow and white gold mix and that turquoise natural nugget. Look at that ring. Now that is a statement piece beyond. Very much so an investment, completely hand fabricated. And as a silversmith, I marvel at things that look like this, that craft and skill and the mindset of this artist that went into creating this. And look at the size of this thing. Just very important, very cool. So thank you to the viewer and subscriber who purchased this from Jeremy and I. So thank you. As I struggle to get the candy out of my teeth. Now, bullyrunantiques@gmail.com. Jeremy, let's keep that safe. And thank you again to who purchased that. Bullyrunantiques@gmail.com is where, let me zoom out a little bit. Right about there. Bullyrunantiques@gmail.com. You'll give us your YouTube ID, your name, your first and your last, your home address, shipping address, phone number, and email address for invoice. So there you go. Take a screenshot of that. Please, please, please understand, we do not register during the sales. It's very disruptive. It's very distracting. Jeremy's got 8 million things he's trying to do during the sales. Just keep another log off of his fire and please register as soon as possible. For Tuesday's sale, registration is always cut off Monday night by 5 p.m. Monday night by 5 p.m. So if you see this Monday night at 8 p.m., you can join us for the next sale. Don't be in a rush. Don't be in a panic. There's no reason to. We have sales every week. Jeremy and I have also discussed, we go on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. We may start to take over Wednesday night as well. We're discussing it. We don't know exactly if that's the route we're going to take, but we are considering going over to Wednesday nights as well. We're just not 100% sure. So we do need to add one more night in, and we think we're going to add Wednesday nights. We're not exactly sure. So thank you for that. And Jeremy, I forgot to tell him, this is an incredible sale because Gail's coming on with us.
Yes, the return of Gail.
How excited are you?
Very excited.
And you love her so much?
Absolutely.
I know. She's one of our favorites locally. So again, there's the screenshot for that, and thank you for registering. So again, the sale is Tuesday, March 25th at 7 p.m. Claim style. You're going to have a ton of fun. We're very refreshed and ready to go. We were in Columbus for the Don Scott Antique Show. Let me zoom back in a little bit. Let's zoom in. There we go. Now we're all settled in and close. So this is going to be the preview, and we're going to try to go as fast as we can. This is sterling silver, amethyst, and abalone. I purchased this in Canton, Ohio at an area store. Love the asymmetry of how the silver follows that kind of mottled pattern of that abalone shell. Jeremy really loved this one because he could see those colors so vibrantly. Jeremy, you love mother of pearl, don't you?
Yes,
and you love abalone. There you go. And please don't jostle the table. Thank you so much. This is a moissanite ring. Comes with the paperwork. This is our final certified moissanite. This is the last one. This was the biggest one of the grouping and one of the coolest. Let's see here. It's a size 9. Whoops, it's a size 9. And when you look at the scintillation, I do not need to upsell moissanite. Every time we've brought it now, it has sold out, and we can see why. Jeremy just said to me 5 minutes ago, what did you say to me, Jeremy?
I'd wear one.
You would wear a moissanite? Yeah. I can see why. And then there's a certificate, and it comes with the card and the paperwork and the certification of the clarity, the color, and the cut of the stone. And there is its certificate. So that is what it came with. So that is what we are selling it with. And this is our final certified. I think we may have one or two more that isn't graded or certified. And there you go, Jeremy. Thank you so much. Into this is that sash pin. There is a tiny little chip on the center stone that's as made. Silver plated Victorian, probably around 18, these go between 1880 and 1890. Silver plated, really great condition, and I loved that open work filigree. Sash pins have always been a thing that I've personally collected, and now I don't collect them anymore. An interesting little sculpture. This is Staffordshire. So I asked Jeremy, I said, can we start to bring on some smalls? Some interesting antiques that I'm very well known for at the shows. So this is Staffordshire pottery, the lady on horse. This would be around 1850 to 1860. It's a very early version of Staffordshire. Wonderful because it's a miniature. And notice how it's painted on the front. They didn't paint them on the back. That was kind of the way that they did this with that purple luster, the gold luster. Very early for Staffordshire. Very cool. And also, in that same area, I decided to bring on the paperweight. Now, it is signed here, and I really couldn't make this out. If I hold it on black, I might be like black fabric. I may be able to make that out. But that is script signed right there. Maybe one of you out there can read that, whether you can read the signature and the date. Look at that for the windowed paperweight of that almost helix spiral or a little tornado. Do you remember when we were kids? Jeremy, did you ever do this? Take the soda bottle and make like the hurricanes inside. You'd get like colored soapy water, and you would like make the hurricane. You would like spin the bottle around really quick, and it would make that hurricane thing. Did you ever do that when you were a kid? No. So we used to do that when we were a kid. We'd have a plastic bottle or a glass bottle, and we would put soapy water in it with color, food dye, and we would make those like hurricanes. You'd shake the bottle really quick, and then you'd stop it, and it would have that spiral. That's what this reminded me of, frozen in time. So a childhood memory that I was very fond of, but that's frosted and then windowed as a paperweight. Absolutely loved that. We bought this in Berlin, didn't we? Yeah, that was in that one booth that we always get lucky with. Why do we go to the certain booths, Jeremy?
No.
Is it because we get so lucky sometimes? Everyone's been asking for vintage rhinestones, Juliana. And this is D&E for Juliana. Love that secondary layer. And yeah, those have yellowed a little bit over time, but totally acceptable for rhinestone and really glitzy, really flashy. I'll let you put that one back, Jeremy. And then this one is a pearl, black pearl, and mother of pearl necklace and sterling silver. I need another orange slice. I really don't. There, I think that goes in that one. And then this one is the 10 karat gold ring. And I had this in a past one. And this is, I don't think very many people saw this in the preview that I did. So this is 10 karat gold. And those are CZs in the center. Look at that dynamic mounting. It looks like a 4 karat diamond. It's made to look like a 4 karat diamond. And look how cool it is, like stylistically, I was in. 10 karat gold, and this one is a size 8.5. Oops, I forgot to give sizes today, I think. 8.5 on this one. So this is an 8.5, and 8.5, and 10 karat gold. 4.7 grams. And with the price of gold going up, I left that at that price that I had it on for. This is steel, but what I loved is that color of that center stone. This is a size 9. And since it's steel, it cannot be sized. There is some wear to the steel, but it happens. I don't like to repolish or refinish things. I loved that dark red color. Someone's going to fall in love with this. I don't know who, but someone is. Did I give a size on that? I don't remember. It's okay. Focused on so many other things today. This is the listener set. Came in from the antique shop out in Medina, Ohio. Enamel, beautiful rhinestones. And again, I wouldn't normally have bought this, but I love the asymmetry and the whiplash nature of this. How natural that looks. And again, the color is so springtime. Clip earrings that are signed listener, and that's the matching brooch. Because of the condition being so good, I said absolutely yes. And Jeremy passed me this one because this is, again, one of his favorites. He said, boy, I love it. And I know everyone will. Now, there's a lot of people that want a dragon's breath. This would probably be one of the best that you could buy. Not because I own it, but because the color saturation is so strong, that blue flash is so bold, the purple is so pastel. Look at the size of this stone. It's gigantic. The size of the ring, it is adjustable. This is an 8.5. So that is an 8.5. And when on, it's just, I don't know what else to say besides in sunlight, it really becomes vibrant. That's a brass mounting, and when I found this, this was all crushed down and really broken down, and I had to rehammer this and reform the whole surface. I was going to take the stone out and put this in sterling silver because it deserves it, but I decided to just leave it in this mounting and sell it in its original mounting. So there you go for Dragon's Breath. I would say the age of that one's going to be into the 20s. Other people would disagree. It's not a fight. I don't want to say it. All I'll say is, been at this a long time, and I'm most certain it's 1920s. This is amber, sterling silver, and it's the miniature piano. It is signed sterling down here, very fugitive. We really got to watch the table because the camera is starting to really jostle over here, Jeremy, just so you know. Sterling silver, amber, and really fantastic. Thought very whimsical for a piano in sterling silver and amber. Just really, really special because it's unusual. How many times are you going to find a miniature piano brooch in amber and sterling silver? Probably not that often. Jeremy, how much fun did we have in Columbus?
Hold on.
Did you love it even though you didn't find much? Did you love your time with Tess, I should say?
Yeah.
Was that fun? Yeah, Tess was having such a great time. And if you haven't seen the video of me shopping at Don Scott and acting like a lunatic, I only acted like a lunatic because the camera was on. Normally, I act very calm and normal and average is what normally happens. And I just totally lied to everybody. Now, this is Venetian glass that's ancient. Roman glass that's ancient. And then these are amethyst, but these are sterling silver, an artisan created. And as soon as I saw them, I nudged Jeremy and I go, yep, coming home with us. For sure. I can't make these really right now for any price because I can't get these pieces of glass. So, but as silversmith, that is something that I would love to make just the same way. Asymmetry, kind of brutalist, very modernist, very cool. I feel like I'm taking forever to do this. Let's step on it. 14 karat gold, 18-inch chain, aquamarine and diamond pendant. It's very small scale. Look how little it is. So people have said, can you bring some of the more delicate pieces? We like the artistry. We like unusual. We like your handmade. We like that you understand the language of jewelry. Can you bring us some more delicate everyday pieces? You ask and you shall receive. Diamond, aquamarine, 14 karat gold in its original box. There you go, Jeremy. And then this one is 18 karat gold and diamond. This is one of the best estate rings that I have left in diamonds. It's 18 karat gold, marked 750. It's approximately 1.5 carats of diamonds. For a cluster ring, a cocktail ring, the directional nature of the round stones being so directional east-west, then that undulation and ribbon of very clean baguettes totally got me. Soon as I saw it, I go, that's it. I just knew the quality was there. It's 7.3 grams. 7.3 grams of solid 18 karat gold. It's fabulous. That's all I can say. It is a size 6.5 for all that are asking. It's probably more 6.25. Let's back that train up. See, 6 is there. So that's a 6.25. And I'm going to change that on the bag right now. Because why? I don't want to make a mistake. So that is a 6.25. I'm glad I put that back on the Barbara Mandrell. So there is, yep, it's more of a 6.25. If you're a 6.5, you might be able to get it on, but that's a 6.25. So for accurate sizing, for all those that sell that aren't sure, that's the accurate size, 6.25. Absolutely gorgeous ring. Love that it's 18 karat gold because the price of gold is so high. Another rhinestone brooch, not going to say much besides glitz and glamour. Love the directional nature of these kind of flower forms that point to the center of that center flower. Love the mixture of stones. I've said to Jeremy, I don't do clear stones, but I do when there's marquee rounds and baguettes together. Then I'll do it. I say, yeah, I'll do it because then it goes with all three of those stones. If you have earrings that are round, it goes with it. This is the unusual lipstick sample bracelet. This is by Cutex, Cutex, Cutex. And they did like nail polish, lipstick. There they are. And look at this one. It says like, I think it says like whatever, pink explosion or something. And the little lipsticks are down in there. Yeah, there's a little bit of lipstick inside the tube, but that's to be expected. But all of them are in there. What an odd and unusual and whimsical bracelet. I think that's late 60s, maybe into the 70s. This one was a keep for me, and I decided, nope, never gonna wear it. This is Bella Luce, and this is in solid sterling silver. This is an 11.5, almost a 12. So for anyone who's looking for larger size rings, I've said to Jeremy, we have to do between a 5 and a 12. Sometimes we'll go as little as a 4. So when we can find a 4, we absolutely still buy them. And the last 3 that we had that were of size 4, we actually sold every single one of them. We had none left. So that is really cool. I like the style. Jeremy, thanks for having the bags ready. I do appreciate that. This is turquoise, sterling silver, the bear paw with the leaves, solid sterling silver chain with the 2 articulating leaves. Absolutely love it. And then I think the one that I want to go to next is probably this because it makes the most sense to go from sterling silver to then costume. I did buy this set locally, and why I did this was I had a feeling that this could be Haskell. Now, I looked in the Haskell book, and there's one very, very similar that is unsigned, and it is attributed to Haskell. What my preference is when we get into attributions on such pieces, I just sell them as unsigned costume. I let you do your research, and you decide what they are. Drop earrings that are fantastic. That smoky kind of crystal, this Latticino ribbon work Venetian bead. Wish I could put this up. I do. I have a neck form to put this on. Let me take this out here so you can really get in there and see that Latticino on those beads. Look at that ribbon twist inside those beads. Can you imagine hand making all of those and then festooning this with chains and crystals and open back bezel set smoky, just gray, beautiful charcoal. Goes with everything. Goes with earth tones, also pairs well with red, would look great with navy blue. Can you imagine that on an emerald green jacket? If you were to wear emerald green, absolutely the perfect thing for all kind of fashion sensitivity. Very universal, very well made. I would say late 1950s on that. Here is the sterling silver ring that I loved the most from the last haul. This is a technical size 4.5. So here I go with proof that will go from a 4 to a 12, like I said. And you don't always have to believe what I say, but I'll show you every single time. So garnet, parido, topaz, citrine, blue topaz, amethyst, really beautifully done in a flower form. This has so many hallmarks on the inside of it. I did not do the research as to the maker on this. It is foreign. I'm not exactly sure if it's English. I don't know. I don't know the origin, but I do know that creating all those bezels that free form in a flower that then lay down and expose that central garnet, as soon as I saw it, I go, that's it. It's the one. Out of the trays and trays and trays of rings, this was the only one out of those trays. I'm very selective with what I buy, and I'm very selective with what I will sell to you. Celluloid, rouge powder, solid perfume, unscrews, hand painted, and that shocking pink kind of scaparelli coat on that lady. Really cool for an old makeup container. Very, very cool. Loved it. And on the same whimsy, I bought this for myself, and I decided that I can sell this. This is some sort of acrylic or resin, early kind of epoxy that has yellowed over time, but hand painted, and look how whimsical, like a Hawaiian-esque with this, just the whole thing just made me happy. And I did, like I said, I bought it to keep it. I'm never going to wear some of these pieces, so I said to myself, nope, they gotta go. I bought a lot of small scale pendants. There was a vendor and a dealer that had a lot for sale, and I bought one of each, and I think I bought maybe 3 of the hearts and 3 of the angels, but this is the love necklace, and this is universal, very wearable, a great gift idea. Diamonds set in sterling silver and then rose gold vermeil on a sterling silver chain. But I bought those. I guess a lot of people have asked for different things, and I'm listening to what people are asking for. This one is the diamond. This is its last time out. I've had it on twice before, but someone had asked Jeremy, and he said, can we bring it on one more time? I said, absolutely yes. It's still in inventory. We'll do it. 45 points. So just under a half carat princess cut. And that is a size 5. It's in solid 14 karat gold, 2.6 grams, extremely well done. The stone is very, very clean. The retail on this one is between $13.59 and like $1,500. We're bringing it at literally probably, I would say a quarter of that or less. Who knows at this point? This is garnet, Victorian, absolutely wonderful. And I know that this will sell very quickly. At least in my gut, it will. Those are all genuine garnets. That is set in silver plated. It's sterling silver with gold wash. That's what I meant to say. It's back the train up when you make a mistake. That is sterling silver and rose gold vermeil over the surface. This is Victorian. So this is an early one. Look at those rows of garnets and how close together they are, and 3 garnets in the bale. Absolutely wonderful, and we'll get that out of the way. Jeremy, could I have the garnet earrings next, if you don't mind? That'd be great. They're right here, right there, and I just can't reach them. So that is the cabochon garnet in the center. Look at those rose-cut garnets on the outside, and I wanted to bring on the cross, the brooch, and the earrings. This is slightly out of round right here. Just watch that table too, Jeremy. Thank you so much. This cabochon garnet in the center, absolutely great for a Victorian. 1870, 1880. Love the silver work on the back of this. All original. Tube hinge here. Little C clasp here. And why this is important, look at how juicy that center garnet is, that cabochon. You hardly ever find them that large in the center. Every stone is there. I think there might be one little replacement there, would be my guess over time. I wouldn't have done that. I would have prong set that. And there might be another one right there. And slightly out of round here, there must have been an early restoration here by the hinge. But I want to show you all those things, so you decide. I think it's spectacular. If it doesn't sell, that was one that I would actually physically wear. These are Victorian style garnet earrings. These are slightly later, maybe around 19... these could be 1930. Were the screwbacks added or replaced? I don't think so. I think that those were quite original. Look at those for rose-cut garnets, and I said absolutely we'll bring those on. Jeremy, 23 minutes in, and what do you got to say? What do you want to add? Are we going to get to Gail stuff, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. And then are you going to add some pieces, or do you want to wait until the next one?
Next time.
Next one. So this is all cloisonné, sterling silver, all completely enameled. That is Aries Zodiac, completely hand constructed. Pin and pendant both. So if you're an Aries and you're looking for the best of the best in an artisan created old piece, that's circa 1950, 1960. So there's that. I don't know what this is still doing out on the desk. I don't know. And then these are sterling. Oh, I don't think so. These, I think we've got one garnet cross. So, but that's okay. It's all right. I think I'm sure we have one garnet cross. If I had two, I'd be keeping one. So this is ruby, sapphire, and synthetic. So rubies, or, you know, if you want to say pink sapphire, okay, I still call them rubies. Come for me, I dare ya. This is synthetic CZ and sapphire in CZ. And this little stack goes down to around a 5. Those are about a size 5. That one goes down to a 5.5. And this one goes down to a 6. So between 5 and 6. And I wanted to sell the stack together. Sterling silver, and I kind of liked those as like a trio. They did not come together, but I thought, no, we're going to do it. And then on another day, you could just wear these two together, or you can wear this by itself, that by itself, whatever you want to do. But I wanted to do a trio. I have so many things to sell. The quantity is staggering. I looked at the desk the other day, and I think I was just overwhelmed. I'll say that. I was genuinely overwhelmed by the volume that I have to sell. This is a size 8, parido and amethyst in sterling silver. And then people would say, well, slow down with buying. Sure, yeah, if you were in charge of my business, I would totally 100% listen. But what happens is, surplus is always a good thing. It's just that sometimes it gets slightly overwhelming by quantity and storing things. So this is chrome dioxide. This is a size 10. And I liked the gesture, the motion, I should say, and that waterfall cascade. Chrome dioxide every single time we sell them out. I think the last one we had was like a size 6. Some people said, do you ever get them larger? Yes, we do. And that's a perfect version. But I liked that energy flow. Thought that was very cool. It's got a great balance. And again, watch chrome dioxide, because a lot of times it'll come in lesser quality, just so you know. Amethyst and beautifully hand-wrought mounting. Look at the size of this. I had this on when I found this. I put this on a video, and people were going crazy, and I said, all right, 8 1/4, really great stone. It stays right in that medium hue that we like to see, but the cutting is what does it. Cushion cut in a way, kind of that chubbier oval. Love the deep faceting. And that mounting, yep, I said, important, great. And I love the quality of the prongs on that. Sometimes when you look at such mountings, they don't look that nice, and they most certainly aren't that well made. This is bronze and sterling silver. It's an artisan piece. This is a size 10. Not sure what's underneath that bronze overlay of the butterfly wing. Amethyst, amethyst, pearl. Love that split shank. And then boom, look at the little stone back there on the back. And that's totally transparent from the back. I believe that's probably mother of pearl. Not exactly sure. Perfect for springtime. Absolutely love it. There are 9 million more pieces out on the desk. How frustrating. This is porcelain. It's a ring holder. So you would take off your ring. Well, I don't have one small enough. And I guess they don't work for Jason's rings. Look at that. So, but if you have a small band, this was to contain rings. It is Victorian. It's porcelain. It's very early. You never find them in good condition. And that's just a little trinket holder. And look at the little bail handle to hold your rings. Very, very old. Could be as old as 1860. You know, and some people say, well, that's 1840. And I go, okay, between 1840 and 1860. So there you go on that one. Very fragile. This one, I wasn't sure on the stone. I needed to polish it. Someone has asked for it. So, of course, I polished it and brought it back. 9 3/4. Could be howlite, could be turquoise. Not going anywhere else with that. Still matte finished. I didn't want to over polish it. Hand wrought sterling silver, large sized stone in the traditional Navajo silversmith. Navajo silver work. There we go. Slight blunders do happen when you are tired. This one is a replay from the last time. And I just have faith that it will go. So if you are interested in this could be a direct buy. Just email Jeremy and let him know. So this one could be a direct buy. This is a 6.5 for the size. The size stone is a 1/2 carat. Color and clarity is off the charts. Very chunky gold mounting. 6.7 grams, 6.7 grams, and it is technically a 6.5. Jeremy, if someone emails you in regards to this, you may sell this early. Okay, so you might sell if you want to, and they can email you for a price. That's the only one that will ever not technically pre-sell, but it wasn't a sale before. And if someone sees it and they go, I have to have it, great, it will sell it before the sale. These are glass cabochon, the cufflinks, and the wraparounds. I've been asked for these constantly now. Usually these are not great. These are great because the stones look like those flawed emerald glass and the mesh is in perfect condition. And then that toggles around and then that swings through once you put it through the button. That kind of wraps around the cuff of the shirt to hold it in place, and then that toggles down. There you go. All right, those are from the late maybe 50s, 60s. So there's that. We're really lagging today. I think it's because of the trip yesterday. These are 14 karat gold. I don't know if these are lapis or not. These were a cufflink. And then what I thought is they could be great drops for hoop earrings. So you could have those be dangles off of hoop earrings and be very kind of ahead of fashion because those stones would then drop down. See what I'm saying? So they're not like upright. I just think those would be great slipped onto hoop earrings. I didn't want to crack the stones out of there and melt the gold down. I wanted to sell them so they could be worn and enjoyed. I would say those are around 1900, 1910, based on the shape of the omega shank and the way that that is constructed. But those are really chunky gold. I just did not want to tear them apart and melt them down. I just couldn't see doing that. It didn't make sense to me. These are pink button pearls, and these are from Israel, sterling silver. These came in from Don Scott. I've owned them for exactly, I guess at this point, at the airing of the recording of the video, I think I've owned these for, I'm guessing maybe 10 hours at most. Maybe at this, maybe it's, who's counting, 15 hours? Don't know. Pink pearls, buttons, sterling silver, and the matching ring. And I loved that champagne color, and I liked the way the sterling silver embraces the pearls. Very gorgeous, very elegant. This is a size 7 for the ring. So if you're a size 7 and love Israeli sterling silver and these pearls, I believe they're Orpaz. Again, did I look it up? Nope, I didn't. Did I care? I really did not. Israel 925, and I believe it's Orpaz, I believe. Very expensive brand. Regardless, I love Israel silver. I really like the color of those pearls. Let's get into mother of pearl earrings and stay with kind of the springtime theme, if you will. Sterling silver tops, and then these gigantic carved mother of pearl shells. I put these in one of my live feeds, and I did a poll, and I said, who would wear these? And everybody said they would. There wasn't a single no. They're very lightweight, but they're very bold, and I love the glow of the shell. Are they that important? Nope. Are they fashionable and amazing for late spring, early summer? Absolutely. So this is rock crystal and sterling silver. Loved this one for simplicity's sake. Size 7, which is pretty much a universal at this point. Rock crystal and very beautifully faceted. A lot of times I will stay away from these because they're a little too simple. Not this one. Streamlined, thoughtful, well-made, great rock crystal for the gemstone. So if you love a quartz crystal and you don't have one in your collection, this goes with everything. Look, goes with purple and silver, and it goes with orange and black. So a wonderful thing. I've always felt very good around rock crystal. I will say that. As a gemstone, I've always felt very positive around it. I don't think I got it. Oh, I did get a size on that one. The last one was a 7, and this one is an 8. Please be careful on these wide bands. Some people go, oh, well, that's a 7.5. No. They'll go, oh, that's a 9. No, it's not. That is technically about an 8. So, Jeremy, did you have anything else for me over there? Oh, you're still working on that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. So we've got a 9 here, but it's not a 9. People are like, that's a 9, and I'm like, no, it's not. This is an 8. So that is technically an 8. That is so many rows of garnets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of really beautiful garnets. You can wear this on like a second digit. Like if you wanted to wear it as like a knuckle ring, you most certainly could because it does flex very well with the finger if you decided to do something like that. A lot of people don't like this because their fingers aren't long enough in that segment. See how the meaty part is? You'd say, I'm a size 10. And then you're like, well, you're not if this is like the meat part of your finger. So this wouldn't work. So you just got to be careful on the sizing of some rings. That's what I'll say. But that is technically a size 8 and would fit up to a size 8. 10 karat gold, 3.1 grams. We made a mistake. This is supposed to be in the last sale. So when people say, have you guys sold stuff early? Aside from that one diamond I just offered early, which I probably shouldn't have, but I don't care. I'm telling you, we don't offer things early, and we did not sell this. So unfortunately, what happened was it slid off to the side of the light box where I feed the videos from on the live sales. And guess what happened? It was sitting on the desk right after we were done. And I looked at Jeremy and I go, uh-oh, we forgot the 10 karat gold heart. 3.1 grams, solid 10 karat gold heart. That can go back. We have a couple things on the desk I'm going to skip over just because I want to keep some mysteries and keep everybody coming to the sales. This is a size 7, seed pearl, and sterling silver. I think that's laminated gold on the surface. I don't think that's plated. I think that's actually a bypass of 14 karat gold. Those seed pearls are great. Very reminiscent of Art Deco into retro. Very much so wearable sculpture. Love the directional nature of east-west. Bypass. Absolutely like a stylized buckle, I guess I could say, and architectural. Looks like a building from the side. Love it, love it, love it. Bought it based on design, nothing else. So Gail inspired me to bring this to the sale because she said to me, she saw me wearing it, she said, would you ever sell that? And I said, really don't want to, but here it is. It's the rubber necklace with aluminum and glass. I said, okay, I'll do it. Size 16-inch neck. And then this one. This is Carolyn Pollock by Relios. Epoxy inlay, parido, and sterling silver. Sign on the inside. I think it's about a 6.5-inch wrist. We can get sizes on that as we get closer. That's Carolyn Pollock. I sound frustrated, but I'm not. I'm just in a panic. Just got to get this done. And we're clearing off this desk, I'll tell you that much. I think this could be ruby or could be pink tourmaline. This one is just great. I bought it based on design and craft. This is a size 10.5. And nope, this is an 11. See, it went 10.5 there, and now that is technically an 11, so that would fit over here. So I loved that pierced out and whiplash design. But I would say if you're a little afraid to wear a ring on a larger finger, this is the ring to do it with because it's so simple. So if you're afraid to wear a ring on like your middle finger or your pointer finger, if that's not good for you, try it. You might be surprised. There's a lot of people that have said to me over the years, the only reason why I wear a ring on my pointer finger or my thumb or my index finger is because of you. And I'm like, well, thank you. That's very nice. We have a lot of rings this time. Let's switch it up and do a stick pin. This is the antique stick pin. Said I wouldn't sell it. No, I decided it's okay. Circa 1900. Not sure on metal or stone just yet, but that came on. I need to clean that one up as well. It's a little bit dirty. And then into the more delicate necklaces. I didn't seal that one. Into the more delicate necklaces. Here is, that can go back in. Here is this one. Oh, and then when they go, Jeremy, the one pendant goes on the one side and the other part of the chain goes in the other. Because otherwise then I have a knot in the chain and it's a mess. These fine chains, boy. But what they are is they're sent in these divided bags, which is great. So there's a seam in the center. So you put the pendant on one side and the chain on the other. Normally when I send these in the mail, I just put as you all know that have ordered from us, I put the chain on the outside of the bag. And then I seal the bag. So the chain is on the outside and then we wrap it up. And it gets to you with no knots in it. Otherwise, if you put this fine of a chain done in one of those bags, you know the drill. You know what happens. You've got a knot in the chain no matter what you do. Blue and white diamonds. Blue and white diamonds in rhodiumed sterling silver. I think we have 2 of these, I think. I just handed Jeremy the other one. But I think we have 2 of these. I think we have 2 of the angels, and then the other ones are just singles. But those are blue diamonds and white diamonds. I'll give you that one back, Jeremy. Like I said, if you just put it on one side and the other, that'd be great. Oh, and then this one. This is the only version we have of this one, and these are diamonds and sterling silver open heart, and you have all asked for more simple pendants on sterling silver chains that are highly affordable. So great. Absolutely no problem. We never order things offline. We don't order on Temu. We don't order on this. We don't order on that. This was a vendor and a dealer I've worked with for quite a long time. And I think 2 of them came in from the secondary market as well. From that little shop out in Medina, the little resale shop out in Medina. They hooked me up on some great things. So Jeremy, I'll let you put that one back. And then if you can feed me some more pieces, because my desk is empty over here. I got nothing else to show. So I'm going to start eating some candy here in a minute. This is a size 8 1/4. This is moonstone and sapphires. It is Victorian. Moonstone and sapphire. I think one sapphire is genuine, the other sapphire is created. I will double check that and make sure that I have that info for the sale. This is in, I believe, 10 karat or 14 karat. I know it's gold. I don't know the carat because I haven't spent a lot of time with this. This is fresh in. I don't like to sell things that have been around for a long time. I don't like bringing those on. You know, you can almost tell when a dealer is trying to sell kind of expired merchandise. I'll need these out for sure. Expired merchandise. And for some reason, I can't do it. I can't like take it to show if it doesn't sell, then I bring it on. It's the opposite. I bring it on. If it doesn't sell, then I take it to a show. It's like my shows are my safety net because I know that they'll sell. This is a size 8. It is Victorian. I love the simplicity of that ring. We'll put that aside over there. And then this is, I put it on the ring stand because I wanted to photograph it for the short feed. And I loved this. Give me one sec, guys. I'll be right back. I'm back like magic. So this is hammered sterling silver, amethyst, and I loved the simplicity of form and this architecture. This is like what Jason's known for. And as a silversmith, I could create this, and I really honored this person that did this. Completely hand fabricated, nothing is cast. This is a labor of love, so the artist made 2 sterling silver rings, this sterling silver piece, bent it and formed it, made that little bridge on the inside, hammered that disc, made a little post to set the amethyst on, and then look at the way that hammered surface radiates through the stone, almost like perpetual confetti or perpetual glitter frozen in an amethyst. Incredible design and a very forward-thinking maker. Large size, you know, large size in terms of the across, but not clumsy like most, and not heavy and awkward. This is a size 6 1/4, just over a 6, 6 1/4. And again, when it's on, it's so comfortable, it's so smooth, and the way they bent that form to follow the finger, really remarkable piece. Love it. That came in from Don Scott again. I think I've had it for all of just a few hours. This I'm going to sell as a set. I wasn't going to at first, but now I am. The hoop earrings that are bakelite, that are clips, and then the wrap bracelet that's bakelite. Absolutely cool. I think I just pulled the bead right off of it, and I did. I just yanked the bead right off of it. So I'll have to, here, we'll put this back on here. And, oh, I see, it's just cold connected. Let me get this back together and I'll bring it right back on. So that end bead just opened up a little bit. There we go. Now I've got it back together. There we go. Now I got it back together. So the little bead is still there. I just yanked it off of there. So there we go. Bakelite wrap bracelet and earrings. Love it. That's done. Victorian locket. I had this one open in my video just a minute ago, and this is so tight that I will absolutely crack off the nail polish if I try. Nope, not going to get it. This is so tight. You put your nails done in there, you open it up, and there are the fitter rings inside. That's Victorian. Crescent moon and stars on that kind of hammered surface that looks like clouds. Very celestial, very heavenly. These stones have gone gray. I would leave them alone. I never replace them because I don't feel it fair to the history. You could easily crack those out of there and replace them. I just wouldn't do it. This is the fancy bail, and again, great monogram on the back. All right, so let's see if we can get into maybe some more of Gail's stuff in a minute. And then, Jeremy, I'll need the little bags back for these guys, if you have them. These are 14 karat gold. I'm going to sell it separate. This is the Tahitian pearl pendant. Natural colored Tahitian pearl. Solid 14 karat gold. It is designer signed. I don't know who the designer is, but I loved that honey, not honeycomb, it's like a skep, what they would keep bees in. Like that old beehive, a skep, that would be like the layered rings. Eases into this to make it look like a water droplet. Eases into that pearl, so it's not just a clumsy and weird jump ring soldered to the top of this and then a clumsy bail. That's very well thought out. Very well designed to get that kind of gradated, graduated form, funnel-shaped, and then that really luxurious. Look at the color of that Tahitian. I said, oh, for natural color all day long. And then look, I have the matching pendant earrings, but I want to sell the earrings and the pendants separate. I think that would be, well, what I could do is this. During the sale, let's regroup here. I could keep the set together for one price. Let's do this. At the sale, I just changed my mind because we're allowed to. as sellers. And I'm glad I changed my mind now rather than during the sale. I'm going to sell it as a 3-piece set. I'm going to offer it as 3 pieces. If it doesn't go as a 3-piece set, then I will offer it broken up as an earring set and the pendant by itself. If it doesn't go as a set, look at that. Because a lot of people, they like sets. Then there's other people that want just the earrings. Then there's someone that says, I will never wear the earrings and I'll only wear the pendant. I don't want to upset anybody. That's what we're here for is full service. Like Jeremy with the trailer. He's the same way. He likes to offer varied coffees and varied groupings so that everybody's happy. Tahitian, natural color, 14 karat gold. The lever backs work absolutely perfect. They line up, they snap shut, they snap closed, and both of them work beautifully. We'll show that one too. Full transparency, because a lot of times you'll order these from sellers and then you'll get it and this doesn't line up or they don't work right. Solid 14 karat and designer signed. Maybe you can see that little designer signature. Take a screenshot of that. Maybe you'll find out who it is. I don't know. But I just knew that they were fine quality. We do package these separately. So these will go into these other smaller bags. And I do not ever, see, I put them separate, and then I put the pearl pendant separate. I do not like metal rubbing on pearls anywhere. I don't like it in storage. I don't like it in shipping. And then we'll bundle those 3 together. I don't know the millimeter of the pearls, but they're very large. I'm guessing from a guesstimate in my time in the business, those are probably around a 7.5 millimeter. And then this enamel pendant. This locket, this I bought down at Don Scott. Jeremy, are we in the Scott's market now? The ones that I bought just the other day, sterling. And look at that enamel. Is this all from Scott's? Yeah, this is all from Don Scott. That can go back. So that's sterling and a locket and fabulous. Sorry to skip over it so quick. And that's a very pale blue with that hand-painted. I love that locket. I got very lucky. That was at my friend Sam's booth. And Sam also had this modernist pendant. This is signed on the end, sterling silver. Very modern in form, very abstract. This jump ring down here should be replaced because it's very small. That goes into that. Very hard to latch. I tried it already. Just very difficult. You could easily replace this side, this jump ring. See how it's stuck on that? So I don't like that. That should be replaced. I don't have the time to do it, or I would. But that cable or the cord that it's on, and look how that feeds through that modern pendant, and it goes this way. So that's the way I would wear it. That's, to me, the front. Love that pierces through almost a human form with a dress and legs and arms or a body, head form. I don't know. Very figural, very cool. Almost modernistic, outer space. Outer space. This is from India and beautifully done. Hand repoussé. I think it's Shiva. Sheba. No. Yeah, I think so. Multi-arm, has different, probably, what do they say that those are? Not implements, auspicious symbols maybe, on the lion with this kind of arabesque border. Wonderful hand repoussé. Has a lot of age to it. What I've said about the gold thread as well, and I like to cover that, anytime you see that gold thread, if it's in between beads that are called beggar's beads, that's from India. That thread is always Indian, and that's just a side note for origin. So anytime you see that little kind of metallic thread in between beads, that's from India. Absolutely. Never from the United States. We didn't do that here. It's like a metallic gold or a metallic silver thread. Loved the form of this. Thought the whole thing was great that it was on its original ribbon or cord, I should say. This one is Japanese enamel. I think it's done on fine silver. Very cool pin and pendant. Signed right there by the Japanese artist or maker. Love the counter enamel in yellow. That's in wonderful condition. I found that late in the show. I was with Tess and Julie and we were looking at brooches and I said to them, I have to have it. I still think this is dinosaur bone. I will double check that before the sale if I have some time. Form normally doesn't look like this, but it needs a jump ring here for the bail, but I only bought it for the stone. I didn't buy it for the mounting because it's silver plated. That's normally for a coin. Normally they unscrew this and they put a coin inside of this. Someone could wear their coin with that bezel and then a bail at the top. I think dinosaur bone, 99% sure on that one. I think we're winding down a little bit over here. This one, I think, is the one that's Valentini. Valentini, I think. Solid sterling silver, 3-row chain, and then this fully articulating pendant. Love the presentation of that, how big this is. The pendant is signed with the tag. This does come undone as an enhancer, spring-loaded, so you can easily take this off. Can you imagine getting a chain with 3 rows of sterling silver that long these days? Like unheard of, but 3 rows. 3 rows of that ovaling chain, really well done. Very sizable pendant, like extremely big. I hope you can see how big. That's huge. I love that, and it does make a really cool noise when you wear it. Enamel flowers, I'll leave out for now. I think we've got quite a few enamel flowers coming to the sale, so we'll leave those out of the feed. This is tanzanite, sterling silver. I bought one on YouTube as a benefit. I sold it at a local show at Bella Decor. This one is the second version that I bought at Don Scott. These are all genuine tanzanite and solid sterling silver. Very sizable cross. Very beautiful. Great presentation. Box chain that it's on. The lady that I bought this from was just delightful. She was just unpacking. Other dealers hadn't gotten to her yet. I got very lucky, and I said to Jeremy at the show, I got extremely lucky, and Jeremy recorded me buying from different dealers there, and you'll see in the video, I had a lot of friends there. I had a lot of friends in the business, and I will say this, in the business, in any business, whether it be antiques, resale, jewelry, baseball cards, vintage clothing, when you get into specifics and you get into other dealers and specifics, there's always some sense of like competition that usually turns nasty. It's never fun to be around, and I've had so many people in the business that we started on like the opposite sides of the planet, and I always found some way to have that line that became blurred. The line in the sand, we just kind of took, it takes both parties to kick the line in the sand away. So like this person over here that I used to not get along with, and me over here buying the same thing, fighting for jewelry at an auction, or reaching for the same thing at estate sales, or bumping people out of the way, or whatever. I've heard the stories I could tell you. But, that line in the sand that both people, draw. I drew it, this person drew it, the line in the sand. We both took our feet and kind of kicked that away. You dissolve that line because what good is it? Doesn't benefit either side. Same thing on YouTube lately. I digress and get back to the sale. This is Petersite. And again, this was just coming out, and I said to myself, I've got to have this. Didn't clean up the old sticker residue. Been around for a while. I told Jeremy, look at the size of the bail. And he said, yeah, I have a chain that would work on. I said, Jeremy, we can't keep everything we touch. This is the only Petersite that we saw there the whole day. This is the only one that we saw amongst all the items that we saw. And look at how great that one is. The golden brown, the blue, that kind of mottled, a blackish blue. That's what you want to see in Petersite. Really incredible piece. We'll leave that one out. There's just a couple rhinestone pins out on the table. I guess I'll do these two together and just say we've got a whole bunch more costume to come to the sale. So you'll have to come because we do have quite an assortment of costume. Those can go back in. This one I didn't get the tag off of yet because I haven't cleaned it. This is solid 14 karat white gold. I guess I can take the tag off right now. Solid 14 karat white gold, sapphire and diamond. This is the oh no, I bought 2 gold rings at the show. Normally I'll buy up to a small handful of gold rings. I was only able to find 2. This does need to be cleaned up. So I need to get my loop and I need to get in there and I need to clean this up. These graduate round diamonds all the way up. And look at those sapphires. Those are calibrate cut channel set sapphire. And then look at the way that is tipped. So yeah, that needs to be cleaned up. But again, look how they articulated underneath. Great, solid 14 karat white gold. That one is a 7.5. I told Jeremy when I slipped this one on, because usually if it goes down that far, I go, yeah, that's a sellable size. If it goes all the way down, it's really sellable. So that is a size, let's do it again. That is a size 7.5. You can smash it down farther. Not a good idea. That's a 7.5. So that would fit a size 7.5. And let's go in close. Boy, we need to clean that one up. So I got my homework to do. This one is the coral beads that I bought there. Very cool. Absolutely awesome. You have to see this like long ways. Like if you saw this out of here, the beads graduate really cool. And look at the size of those. Those are great. I normally don't do branch coral. I would wear this 100%. If that doesn't sell at the sale, I'll be wearing that. That's what I'll say. 2 pendants, earth tones. Someone said to me, boy, Jason, We love your color play. We love your color stories, but we also love earth tones. And I said, okay, done. Some sort of crazy lace agate here. Jeremy loves this stone. Doublet of some sort here. Probably, maybe that is faceted mother of pearl with a cap on it. And then carnelian. And then not sure, don't know, who cares, and have no idea. So when someone says, well, what are the stones? I go, I don't know. But when you see the price, you'll go, I don't care what the stones are, I'm buying it. So there you go. That cantaloupe orange. Look how pastel for springtime. This summer, fall, spring. So there you go. We covered both bases. Large, but not clumsy. We'll put those away. And the one that Jeremy nudged me because he loves Bumblebee Jasper. This is much more yellow-orange in real life. It looks more yellow in here. It's very much so more orange in real life. Unfortunately, the camera's not picking it up. Sterling silver, really bright, really fantastic. It's more of like a Cheeto-colored orange. So when you eat a bag of Cheetos, I wouldn't know anything about that. But here is the sterling silver perfume bottle, absolutely Japanese, 100%, engraved with the owner's initials. There's the little sterling silver, or that's sterling silver. I was gonna say 900. That's definitely sterling silver. Then when you unscrew this, the dauber's on the inside. I normally don't buy such bottles. This one's form and that engraving, the hand engraving, I was like, absolutely yes. The oxidation as well really got me. So that does go down in there. You pour your perfume in, you keep your little funnel. And I'll tell you, I got very lucky because the dealer that had this had the funnel in the box right next to it. If this is out of the box, other people have been like, what is that? So if you ever find one of these in a box lot, buttons, garage sale, whatever, that's the funnel for these older perfume bottles. They often get separated. So that's a little teaching moment. And then that can go back. And then an amethyst and a Larimar. So there you go. Amethyst here and Larimar here. Loved that stone. That's heaven. That's goodness. Getting very, very, very difficult for Jeremy and I to find Larimar on the secondary market. Not sure exactly why. But some people say it's not mined anymore. We won't get into all those stories. We'll just say that the last gem show, we did not see much of it. And this amethyst is just beautiful. So there you go. Natural, kind of asymmetrical, lightweight, very airy, and much more robust, compact, very beautifully constructed. There's those two. And then this owl. Zuni, fabulous. I found this with Tess and Julie when we were shopping. And Julie is a viewer and now part of the YouTube family. So Jeffrey and Julie were there, and Jeremy and Jeffrey were talking, and Julie and I looked at each other and bumped each other like, let's go buy stuff we don't need. So we shopped this booth, and everything was very affordable. And this was my home run out of the booth. So that is Zuni, sterling silver, very early, maybe 40s. And shell inlay, turquoise inlay, and I love that negative space there for the little feet. Thought that was so cool. Someone probably thought that stones were missing. Nope, that's the way they constructed those. No stones were missing. You wouldn't put stones in the negative area behind the body. So that's why that was there. Anyways, I love it. I love the face. Anything owl in jewelry, we've been really lucky to sell. Jeremy, these can go back in mine if you could do that. That'd be great. And then this one is smoky quartz. I still call it smoky topaz. Why? Because I want to. If these don't sell, I have a pendant that these match. So I kind of wanted to try and sell them by themselves. If they don't go, I have an NE from pendant necklace that's concentric circles with a big smoky quartz in the middle. So if I don't sell these, then I'll pair it with the pendant and then I'll bring it back. But I wanted to give these a chance to sell. From the late 1970s, sterling silver, screwbacks. Jeremy thought those were so cool. Love the radiant cut on those. And let's go in on those stones because you like close-ups in these videos. So you make your list, you check it twice, and you know what you want to bid on. But look at those radiant cuts. If those didn't look like that, I would not have bought these. I would have passed. I would have said, nope, not good enough for my people. I'm not doing it. This can go back in my box, Jeremy, if you don't mind. And then, are we into the consignment finally?
Yep.
All right, we're going to do this really quick. And then there's other things that we'll just rip right through them. These are my friend Gail's items. She has everything measured and priced and ready to go. That is really beautiful for the birds. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know what kind of birds they are, but I'll just say they're beautiful. That almost looks hand painted, but it is decal transferred. So that is a decal on China. Very lovely. Absolutely think it's great. And then this enamel, I think that this was Florence Easley, I think. I think she was local. And this is quite large. This is 2 3/4 across. Love modern enamel of that abstract design. And then those pallions of fused glass that are raised, that are like, they call it cabochon or en cabochon. That means that enamel is raised across the surface with that gold kind of luster. Very futuristic. Love that piece. And then this is, I think this one is 14 karat gold, and I think it's about a size 6. Oh, no, it's not. It is not a 6.5. That is a 7.5. Gail has it as a 6.5. I don't know what those little, we need to take those off. That's from an old ring guard. So that can't, those need to go, bye-byes. I don't know why they're on there, but those need to be removed. And needs to be cleaned. It's a garnet, it's diamonds. At least I think it's diamonds on that one, but that's a garnet. Beautiful. And Gail wanted to bring on some gold. So there we go. 2.4 grams. And that is not a 6.5. I need to change that. Gail, if she was here, Gail. So that is a 7.5, not a 6.5. I need to always double check sizes as well. This one, Chinese, very cool. Not sure on the stone, not sure on the material. Don't know because it's not mine, it's Gail's. I have no idea. This is a deco bracelet that I sold Gail back in the day. And I said I would never sell it. She saw it at one of my sales. One of my shows, I should say. And I said, Gail, I can't sell it. I don't want to. And she was like, please sell it. I said, no. She said, I have to have it. And I was like, all right. So I sold it to her. Now look, she doesn't want it. So these are glass panels. We thought they were rock crystal carved. They're not. And then look at that stylized enameling in between. So for a deco bracelet, it's one of the coolest. I think there's somewhere to the enamel on, right here on the end one. There's a lot of enamel wear, but then when you get into these, there's a little bit more there on the high points, but then these become very, very complete. So it's just natural wear. I think it's gold filled. I think I sold it to her as gold filled. I'm pretty sure it is. Look at that for a deco bracelet, though. She did love it, and I do think that that is incredible. So, of course, very 1920, 1930. Oh, Pono, Italy, I believe is how it's pronounced. Costume, contour plastic, never going to fit in a light box. You just got to trust my judgment and come to the sale. Gail's known for very modern things, and I think that's why she begged me to sell that black one. I said, I don't want to sell it. And she said, you have to. I said, all right, I will. I'm never going to wear it. And she said, just sell it. I said, all right, I will. So this is ironwood, carved ironwood. I think maybe the end of the branch might be missing there. Might be. But a very large, oversized, 3.5 inches across. Jeremy, what do you think of what she gave us?
I think it's great.
Diverse enough from what we're bringing?
Yeah.
Okay. Good blend. Chrysocolla quartz is what she has it listed as. I won't fight with her on that. 8 1/4 is what she has for the size. And then, of course, I'm going to kill her. There it goes. Now it goes down to an 8 1/4. All right. So I don't have to fight with her now. So we never fight anyway. She's been one of my besties for a long time. Sterling silver. And I love the construction. 9.4 grams. And there you go. Might be, it might be color treated. I don't know on this one. I'm not going to make a comment on that, but it could be. And then I loved that mounting, how that kind of dips in because the stone is odd shaped. So the bezel followed that. Look at that artisan created mounting. If you like a big span, I think that, 1 3/4 inches across. She's got the measurement right on there. I just need to read. And then this is maybe David Anderson. Well, it's definitely Denmark. I don't know. I don't know. This could be that Mika, M-E-K-A as well. I don't know if it's David Anderson or Mika. Let's see. I have my loop here somewhere. Let me take a look. Oh, it is. It's M-E-K-A. I was right. So it's M-E-K-A and Sterling, Denmark. I'm glad I didn't say it was Anderson for sure. I would have had to edit the video and edit that out. Even though we don't ever edit. I should, though. People are probably like, hey, if you edited, you'd probably have more subscribers. And I would say, yeah, but then I would be too perfect. And who wants to be totally perfect? Oh, that smells very sulfury. Did you smell that? It smells very sulfury on that one. This is John Hardy, and it's the ribbon, commemorative ribbon by John Hardy. That's just wonderful. And then, Jeremy, this is never going to fit in here, this other one, so we might have to leave this one out, but we'll try, because that's you thought that was awesome. This is that artisan clay. It's Fimo or Sculpey, whatever you want to call it. I've always called it Fimo. I did a continuing education class on this. Fimo and Sculpey. Oh, look at it with my nails. Hey, Gail, can I have this? Gail, if you're watching this, can I have these beads? Because they match me this week. So these are artisan Fimo. Love the patterning and love the colors. And wow, looks like virtual candy. And a comic book, rolled into one. No pun intended. But these are caned and then rolled into beads. And what a great assortment. Look at the balance as well. So there's like such the balance. Like it's crazy, but there's a balance there. It's like me and Jeremy. Crazy with a balance. So you should see the looks I'm getting. Bakelite. And then I think we're going to call it here in a couple seconds. Bakelite. Awesome. A brooch from the 40s. We'll skip this one. We'll skip those. Oh, there are so many things out on the desk right now that's Gail's. And look at this thing. I don't know what this is, but she's got it as just a griffin thistle with brass. And that's exactly what I would say it is. It's got to be from Scotland. It has to be. That is a whopper. 3 inches across and so heavy. Like incredibly heavy. Ooh, she's got a spider. I didn't see this one before. And boy, look at the chain tangled on that one. So we got a spider all tangled up in its web. So that is sterling silver and a tangly. We'll get that untangled for the show. Don't need that. Oh, this one we do need. So this one is incredible. So I'm glad. It's almost like saving the best for last. This one, oh, let me make sure that stone is there. Does she have a stone out of this? Let's see here. No, they're all there. Okay, good. Let's make sure that every stone is there because I don't want to sell something that's broken. Every single stone is there. This is by DeJoy, and it's D''Joy, J-O-I. These are all diamonds. Set in sterling silver. That's a size 7. This is 6.5 grams. Look at those baguette diamonds. And I love the patterning that it's haphazardly placed. Every single stone is there. Let me go in here and show you. Every single diamond is there. Now, she has it listed as pulky diamonds. These are technically not pulky diamonds. So look at the way that is constructed. Signed, DeJoy. And again, wonderful in terms of the... Oh, there goes a siren. Oops, careful, Jeremy. And then this is... we almost knocked over a vase just now. This is a size... I said a 6.5, and it's actually coming in at a 7. So let's get a little sloppier with this. This is a size 7. So we'll have to size that during the sale. And I'll correct that. It's no problem. I don't know what that is, but we'll need to find what that is for sure. I don't know. And then it looks as though faceted gemstone beads, and it looks as though she paired them with a really gorgeous pair of open back earrings. Really gorgeous stuff. Gail, if you're watching this, you did fantastic for us. So thank you so much. And this large gong style pendant. Very interesting construction. Unfortunately, it is so gigantic it's not going to go in the box. Around the neck, it's 24 inches. Across this gong that articulates in mixed metals, it's 4.5 inches. 4.5 inches across this on that really cool chain as well. Robust chain. I told her it reminded me of Celebrity, the maker Celebrity from the 60s. It's not signed, but look at that to where the gong articulates and then the hammer is there hanging on that really large gong style pendant. So I think that pretty much sums it up. I just want to say thank you so much for joining in. Jeremy, anything in closing at all that you can think of?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so we'll do the recap. Again, sale is Tuesday, March 25th at 7 p.m. Claim style. Buy it now. Partial preview. Welcome to Bully Run, and thank you so much for being here. If I sounded a little bit on the fence, it's because truth and transparency. I'm exhausted. I want more candy. I need to go take a nap. I need to clean the house. I need to inventory all these treasures. And there are several things that are off camera that I didn't bring on. So please come over to the sale on Tuesday. Jeremy, high five. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad we had a good day the other day. I feel very focused. And I did say in my video on my channel, I said I was going to search for jewelry, but that wasn't true. I was going to look for something that money can't buy. And I found exactly what money can't buy, and I'll leave it there. I won't say anything more. I won't say anything less. I will just thank the universe for an amazing day away of giving me a chance to focus, keeping perspective, remembering what's important, and being truthful and loyal in my life. Thank you all so much for joining in today. Please go forth with peace and kindness. And Jeremy, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, we love you because we do. And he didn't say it again. Love you. Bye.